Hi, I'm Shorty and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Shorty Skate Series. Today I'm on my way to my tricking place, Flying Trick Monster, to learn how to do a cartwheel, even if you've never cartwheeled before. This is my teacher, Lee Wontaek, and I asked him how to practice a cartwheel from the beginning.
After you touch your hand on the ground and then kick on the side and then push. One, push.
Ooh.
One more.
Start in a lunge or basic position. Bend your front knee as you lunge forward. Turn both hands sideways, and as you touch the ground, kick off your back leg and push off your front leg. The harder you kick and push, the higher your legs will be.
Don't turn your left hand and just turn your right hand. Lift and push, same thing. One more.
Same as step 1, but now you want to turn your second hand a little when you place it on the ground. This makes it easier to land as you untwist your body as you rotate.
Your right hand, when you touch on your left hand, up. Up.
Similar to step 2, but now as you place your first hand, you want to reach forward or up to place your second hand. This will make your cartwheel straight and look better. After practicing a few cartwheels in shoes, it's time to lace up your skates. Because you're starting from stationary, you want to put a toe stop down to stop your skates from rolling out as you push off the ground. I had quite a few comments that mentioned they were having issues with the weight of their skates, so it's hard for them to cartwheel properly. And to tell you the truth, even I find it hard to cartwheel on flat ground, as you have to create the momentum yourself. I found that you really need to kick your back leg fast and push hard with your front leg to make it all the way round. So let's break it down. Start from the step 1 of learning how to cartwheel, so you can practice the kicking and the pushing with the extra weight of your skates, but not with the full power. But as you start to kick faster and push harder, your cartwheel will become straighter. Don't forget to practice the position of your hands, as this will be key when taking it to the ramp. I find it a lot easier to cartwheel on a ramp because the curve will help you with the rotation. I find when I'm learning new tricks, the key is building up confidence in little steps. So if you're finding it hard to put your hands down, I recommend starting low and slow, or even just start out by cartwheeling on flat ground in front of the ramp stationary. And then you can look to do it a little way up the ramp as well. From this position, you can bend your knees and lower your upper body so you're closer to the ground. As you bend over, the ramp will tip you forward, which will help you rotate as you kick your back leg. Remember to keep your toe stop down if you're doing it stationary so that you don't slip out. Now you want to add a little roll to it. Again, it can be super slow and low, but you want to focus on pushing off the front wheels of your front skate instead of your toe stop. As I'm rolling fakie, I will watch the ramp as it gets closer. When I'm about a foot or two from the bottom of the transition, I will turn my chest and head forward so that I'm in the right position to cartwheel. I will bend over with my arms straight and hold this position as I ride up the ramp fakie. Since I'm already bent over, there will be a moment where the ramp will push you forward, and this is when you need to kick fast with your back leg and push hard with your front leg. Note, the lower in the transition you do the cartwheel, the more you'll have to push off. And don't forget about your hand placement. Also, your toe stop may graze the ramp slightly depending on the height of your toe stop, but it won't stop your momentum. For skaters having issues with pushing off their toe stops when rolling, 1. I think you may be doing it too low in the transition, so similar to on flat ground, you will automatically hit your toe stop to stop your foot from slipping out, especially if you're not kicking fast enough. 2. Tipping your weight too early over your toes will also force you onto your toe stops. It might not look like it in this video, but even if my body is bent over, I still have my weight centered until I commit to putting my hands down. To make your cartwheel higher, you need more speed, and when you add speed, timing is very important. So you will have to hold your bent position longer before you commit to the cartwheel. Rolling fakie, spot the ramp as you approach it. About a foot or two out from the transition, turn your chest and head forward. Get low and prepare your arms. The moment where your momentum starts to slow or you feel the ramp tipping you over, it's the time to reach down with your hands, kick fast with your back leg, and push hard with your front leg. And remember your hand position. For cartwheels, you can look to gain speed and then just coast backwards up the ramp. However, for an aerial, you'll need to pump up the transition to get the pop and air to give you more time to rotate. The faster you kick, the easier it is to land. I kick slow, so I tend to land on my toe stops. I do have a tutorial on aerials on my YouTube channel, and I'll link that below. So if you have crooked landings or are getting sore wrists, it may be due to poor hand placement. Before, I didn't really take notice of my hands, but focusing on my first hand going sideways or 90 degrees and then turning my second hand 180 degrees helps to untwist my body and square up my hips as I rotate. If you have your hands side by side, it's also possible to land, but a little bit more awkward. Same goes for if you place your hands too far out above your head. This will cause your momentum to go sideways instead of over, so your cartwheel won't be as straight. Or if you place your second hand below your first hand, it will cut off your body's momentum and you'll have trouble to rotate and land. If you're having trouble with landing on your toe stops, then I recommend doing a few hand plants to work on your leg and foot placement. Then you want to do your cartwheels low and slow with the focus of trying to land your first skate level with your hip. Also, having your hands in the correct position will make this easier. So I like to cartwheel with my right leg in front, but I generally skate fakie with my left leg in front. So to cartwheel or aerial, I have to switch my stance. I find this a lot easier than trying to cartwheel or aerial the other way. If you're cartwheeling in a mini ramp, then you need to practice pumping switch stance. Or you can look to switch mid-pump, which is sometimes what I do. But if you're cartwheeling into a quarter pipe, which is what I did in this video, then I find the easiest way is to skate forward to gain enough speed, rotate 180, switch my stance and look over the correct shoulder, and then coast into the ramp. I like a good distance just to coast so I can prepare for the cartwheel, especially if I have a lot of speed. So I hope you are able to take a couple things away from this video that will help you with your cartwheels. If you have any questions, please comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Also tag me on Instagram shortstop.6 as I'd love to see your progress. Thank you for watching and please like and share this video if you found it helpful. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more skating tips and tricks.